Okay, we now welcome uChulumanco and her mother, Umama Usebenza. Okay, and now tell me, Mama, why are you guys here? Tell me your story.
From day one, when my baby was born in 1999, the 3rd of February, the doctors find that my daughter had a problem.
What sort of problem? What were you dealing with?
The problem that I was dealing with, she had 3 holes in her heart. Okay. She had asthma, she had sinus, she had reflux.
That was quite a lot.
Yeah. So the hospital was my home. I had the medication for each and everything. As a baby, I had to have tablets for her, everything, and it's in measurements. And she was a crying baby. So it was not so easy for me.
So it was extremely difficult. It was difficult for you.
Yes.
And then what did they say? Did they do anything in terms of her heart condition with her asthma? Obviously she was on medication. Did she have operations? What happened?
She had medications from day one, chronic ones.
So she had to be on medication.
Yes, she was using peer blocker for the heart. And when she was the age of 10 months, she had the pump, of which the doctor said it's supposed to be used for the child who's 10 years. But
10 years?
Yes.
And she was 10 months?
10 months. And then there was a quarrel about that. And then the other one advised me that I can use when it's necessary.
When did you find the man of God? What led to that point?
It was not easy for me to believe to the man of God. I'm working in a place whereby there are lots of people that came across and then they understand my situation.
Yes.
I was so traumatized. Everybody will ask me what's going on with you because it's very strenuous. I'm standing where I'm working. Then I met this lady who always come and tell me about the man of God who's around. And I'm saying to myself, this lady doesn't understand what's going on.
Yes.
Because my daughter doesn't take any noise. My daughter doesn't go to any extremely weathers. It doesn't matter what. You can go and hang the washing outside. If it's raining and you did take my child out, or if it's too hot or it's windy, you are not going to tell me. I'm going to see it myself, so I must go back to hospital. So when she told me about the man of God and all the services are starting at 6 o'clock, and I said she doesn't understand what she's talking about.
Exactly.
The doctors did take me to the hospital to measure the holes. And then they were telling me the holes are going to take plus minus 7 hours. So I must prepare myself. But
now,
even
what
then,
do they mean when they say that?
They've said it's really a major op for the heart. Okay. Sister Pies will take us to the man of God. And the man of God said, there is a seat, you can sit there. And we sit. After about a few minutes, the man of God said, I've got a heart, but the size is not right. And to me it was so strange, the heart, where from?
Exactly.
And all of a sudden the man of God said, God talks to me, there is a heart for your daughter now. There the heart comes. And by the time the man of God touches my daughter, he said to me, you are coming for the heart problem, but also the kidney, the left-hand one, is not working. And then I asked myself, And he said, God is giving your child the heart, the kidney now, also the heart. It was so amazing. But when the man of God was also doing something like that, he's always jokingly when he's talking things.
So you didn't know whether this was serious or for real?
It was surprising, whether it's serious or real. He said, as I'm talking now, there are 3 people that are having the same problem, having the same problem of the kidneys. They must come and touch me. I was just wondering what a place that I'm in. And I'm looking at the people are getting healed, and the people are just screaming, and it's my first time. And I'm looking at my daughter is not crying, instead it's also dancing. And everything was just too much for me for that day.
Yeah. And then what happened? What happened? Did you obviously did you touch the man of God when he spoke about the kidneys, or what did you do? Because you've got all these questions. You've gotten yourself as far as the church service. All these things are happening. You can't keep up. Your daughter's happy, and you don't know what to make of it. What did you decide to do? What did you tell yourself? Do I just let myself go and experience this?
I said, I'm going to try it myself. I'm going to throw away all these things that I get from the doctors and see what's going on. As long as he is around, if the child is not right, I'm going to take back to him.
Yeah. So you took the leap of faith.
Yes.
You trusted God and you trusted the man of God to heal your daughter.
Yes.
The daughter that had been giving you problems
Yes.
from the day of birth.
Yes. And
You had not known a happy life since she was born.
No. I lost my weight. I lost everything that I did had because the hospital was like home to her.
Yes.
And by the time you come to hospital, all the nappies are finished, all the food is finished, so because you have to supplement with lots of things. And I was just in another world.
And medical bills, what were those like?
Fortunate enough, I was having a medical aid, but also I have to pay in.
Exactly.
You see, because
Exactly.
it just gets exhausted.
And then also, how did you notice that there's a difference in Kulman?
When she wakes up in the morning, she crawls first, though she's walking, and she will ask you to hold her, to carry her. Mind you, I'm working and I have to be busy in the morning,
Yes.
and you haven't got time for that. But if you don't do that, she's going just to sit down, and then you have to do that. That after I came from the man of God, the only thing that I find that my daughter had lots of temperature, but she wasn't sick. She's fresh. She's not really doing the thing that she used to do. I must hold her, I must do that. But the temperature was uncontrollable. But if you take the medication and gave to her, the medication just fell and broke, or just without you knowing what's going on, the medication is all over. So I've decided to leave it for the temperature.
So God was healing her
Was healing
in that
her
time.
gradually. And after that, I've told myself I'm going to take her to school to check what's going on. I take her to school, and she was fine.
She was fine.
But since then, I didn't go to the hospital. Since then, I'm not using the medication. And after I heard that she's got a kidney, I was talking about this thing at work. And then they were saying, take your daughter to the doctor. We're going to give you time off because we want also to understand what's going on.
And what did the doctors say?
Then I take her to the doctor. And I've said to the doctor, I'm having this and this and this. I explained the story. And then they said, no, there's no problem, we can. But we do understand that your child had a kidney problem. But we did say that the kidney, she can survive with one kidney. It's not going to be a major thing because she had lots of things already. So we can't give you all those burden on your shoulders.
Wow.
So they take her to the ultrasound and then they check the kidney. And then when we go to the ultrasound, they find that the kidney is working. It's about 3.2 centimeters.
Wow.
And it's functioning. No
What a
medication is needed.
What a blessing.